We continue our video series on how to plan and operate in the next normal with one of the most important topics today, looking after your team. Whilst this isn't anything new, the changes we've all experienced and the pace of those changes across the last few months have forced a spotlight on the fact that businesses must look after their teams. Just because it's been around for a long time doesn't mean we shouldn't plan ahead to identify what the next normal will require. One of the most important ways of doing this is through communication, and more communication. Don't get me wrong, I'll never be able to communicate enough, but the extra efforts that we did make across the leadership team were very warmly welcomed by the team. People who know me would probably say I like the sound of my own voice, but I can confidently say I've never spent as much time in comms as I have in these last few months. And this really came from a place of wanting to make sure that the entire team, both those working from home and the people on furlough, knew exactly what was happening, but more importantly, why it was happening. Honesty and transparency have been the focus of all communication for us at AAB in the past. But this was definitely the next level. Whilst the platform for these comms has of course changed depending on the content of the update, one of the ways I've been keeping the team updated on what's happening is by sharing short videos on our internal comms platform, Yammer. These have either been standalone updates on a change in the business, an explainer video explaining an announcement, or have simply been to say, hi, there are no new updates. These are not presentations or staged, they're much more in my garden or with the kids because we happen to be out, or even after a run, which perhaps wasn't so cool. But the point of it is it's in the moment when a thought has crossed my mind. These videos have really just replaced those conversations, popping my head in to say hi to people, little conversations which would be occurring across all of the offices on a regular basis. The nature of Yammer means that the team have been able to interact with these videos, but we've also actively looked for their feedback from the entire team on how they're getting on each week. We launched a weekly Rate Your Week staff survey last year to keep a track of how people were getting on across the business with an option to give feedback directly to me. This was updated after the commencement of coronavirus to reflect that we were all in the working from home environment and to cover both personal and business life in these setups, recognising the ability to strike the right balance and continues to be a challenge in different ways for everyone across the business. These surveys have been really insightful and based on the feedback that the leadership team has been getting have been received really well. They've enhanced the culture of continuous feedback across the office in any direction, albeit from a virtual space. Health and wellbeing is another item which continues to be high up on our agenda. The guidance we offer as a firm broadly focuses on increasing knowledge and awareness and signposting to self-help strategies. But we have tailored our materials during the lockdown period and are currently working on enhancements to the programme to support staff during the transition between lockdown and the next normal. In addition, the teams across the firm have been working in ways that suit themselves best to keep regularly updated with each other on both workload and socially. If you know the firm and you know our people, or you simply follow us on social media, you'll know we're a really sociable bunch. And trying to continue this as much as possible in a virtual sense is really important. And as a result, the distance between us hasn't felt so far. Yes, obviously we've been participating in many a quiz and bingo round as part of a Friday fun session, but these have sometimes just taken the form of a social chat and they've been actively encouraged. I've been lucky enough to float between all of the groups on these social sessions. We've always said that people are our greatest asset at AAB. It is constantly the reason why the teams say they enjoy working here and why clients enjoy working with us too. The team have demonstrated their agility, adaptability and dedication to the firm time and time again. So we, like every other business, need to look after our team, listen to them, over-communicate, give them the platform to feedback and ask questions, and engage and empower them in new and different ways. This will not only support our teams now, but also post-COVID-19 and the next normal. Every step we have taken so far is helping to build how we respond as a team to any future disruptions. I hope at least some of what I've said makes sense to you, and perhaps you even recognise some of what I've been saying and are doing the same thing in your own businesses. In the meantime, I look forward to the next video in the Plan Ahead series, and thank you for taking the time to watch the video.